Imagine for a moment the sheer frustration of doing everything right, yet seeing absolutely no results. You wake up early, you skip the morning pastry, you walk until your legs ache, and you drink more water than you ever thought possible. You track every calorie, you weigh your portions, and you say no to the family dinners that used to bring you joy. And yet, when you step on that scale on Monday morning, the number is exactly the same as it was 2 weeks ago. Or worse, it's gone up. For millions of men and women over the age of 40, 50, and 60, this isn't just a minor annoyance, it is a heartbreaking reality that leads to a deep, quiet sense of defeat. You start to believe that your body has simply given up on you. You tell yourself it's just old age, or that your genetics have finally caught up. But what if I told you that the reason you are struggling to lose weight has almost nothing to do with how many calories you eat or how many miles you walk? What if the real culprit isn't your willpower, but a specific biological emergency brake located deep within your digestive system that has been accidentally pulled? For decades, the weight loss industry has sold us a very simple, very flawed lie that the human body is like a calculator, calories in versus calories out. But as we age, our biology changes. The rules of the game shift. We see people half our age eating whatever they want and staying lean, while we seem to gain weight just by looking at a piece of bread. This discrepancy isn't a fluke. Modern science is beginning to uncover a profound connection between the health of our gut and the speed of our metabolism, a connection so powerful that it can override almost any diet or exercise plan you try to follow. This is the story of the Gut-Metabolism Axis, a discovery that is changing everything we thought we knew about fat loss in the later stages of life. It's a story about why eating less might actually be making you fatter, and how fixing one specific issue in your gut could be the key to finally restarting your internal fat-burning engine. To understand this, we have to look at what happens inside the body after years of exposure to modern processed foods, environmental stress, and the natural process of aging. Deep inside your intestinal walls, a silent battle is being waged. Most people think of the gut only in terms of digestion, breaking down food and moving it through the system. But your gut is actually one of the most complex hormonal and signaling centers in your entire body. It is constantly communicating with your brain and your fat cells. When your gut environment becomes inflamed or imbalanced, a condition often referred to as stuck gut, it sends a frantic distress signal to the rest of your body. This signal tells your brain that you are in a state of survival. In response, your brain does the only logical thing it can do to protect you. It shuts down your metabolism. It enters what researchers call a metabolic shutdown, where your body clings to every single ounce of stored fat as if it were a precious resource for a coming famine. This is why you can eat like a bird and still feel like you're gaining weight. Your body isn't trying to make you miserable, it's trying to save your life from a perceived threat coming from your gut. The inflammation in your digestive tract acts like a physical barrier, preventing the burn fat signals from reaching your adipose tissue. You could be doing the most intense workout of your life, but if those signals are blocked, your fat cells remain locked tight. They simply won't release the energy. This creates a vicious cycle. You feel tired because your body isn't burning fat for fuel. Because you're tired, you crave sugar for a quick energy boost. That sugar further inflames your gut, which further strengthens the metabolic shutdown. It's a trap that millions are stuck in, and no amount of dieting can fix it, because dieting doesn't address the underlying signaling failure. If you've felt this frustration, if you felt like you're fighting an uphill battle against your own biology, it's important to know that there is a way to bridge this gap. There is a specific clinical approach to resetting these signals. And for those who want to see the exact breakdown of the research and the method we're discussing today, you can find more information in the link located in the description below. It's a resource designed to show you exactly how this biological switch works. The key to breaking this cycle lies in a very specific group of receptors found in your fat cells, known as beta-3 adrenergic receptors. No, think of these receptors as the locks on your fat cells. When they are activated, they turn on a process called thermogenesis, the literal conversion of stored fat into heat and energy. However, as we age and our gut health declines, these receptors become deaf. They stop responding to the natural signals your body sends. They become dormant. This is the one gut issue that is rarely talked about in mainstream fitness circles. It's not just about the bacteria in your gut, it's about the inflammatory signals those bacteria and the gut lining send to these beta-3 receptors. So how do we fix it? How do we wake up these dormant receptors and tell the gut to stop sending the survival signal? The answer isn't found in a new exercise machine or a restrictive meal plan. It's found in nature, specifically in a very rare combination of citrus-based polyphenols. For years, scientists in Europe have been studying the effects of specific bioactives found in Mediterranean citrus fruits, like the blood orange, grapefruit, and Seville orange. They discovered that when these specific compounds are combined in a very precise ratio, they act like a key that fits perfectly into the beta-3 receptors. They don't just boost metabolism in a temporary way like caffeine does. They actually help to resensitize the body to its own fat-burning signals. This discovery led to the development of a unique protocol that focuses on reversing the metabolic shutdown. Instead of attacking the fat directly through starvation, this method focuses on healing the gut metabolism link. It works by quieting the inflammatory noise coming from the digestive system and simultaneously waking up those beta-3 receptors. When this happens, the results can feel almost like magic, though they are backed by rigorous biochemistry. People report that the brain fog starts to lift, their energy levels stabilize throughout the day, and most importantly, the stubborn fat around the midsection, the most dangerous kind of fat, finally starts to move. The most fascinating part of this approach is that it honors the body's natural wisdom. It recognizes that after 40 or 50 years of life, your body needs support, not punishment. By using these citrus polyphenols and specific cofactors, you are essentially giving your body the tools it needs to function the way it did 20 years ago. You aren't forcing it to do something it doesn't want to do. You are removing the obstacles that were preventing it from doing what it was designed to do. This is why many people find that once they fix this one gut issue, they don't have to be nearly as restrictive with their diet. When your metabolism is actually on, it can handle a slice of cake or a big family dinner without sending the scale into a tailspin. This transition from starvation mode to thriving mode is the goal of the citrus burn methodology. It's about more than just a number on a scale. It's about regaining the vitality that allows you to live your life to the fullest. It's about being able to play with your grandkids without getting winded or feeling confident in clothes you haven't worn in a decade. If you are tired of the endless cycle of dieting and you want to understand the science of how to unlock your fat cells through the power of targeted citrus bioactives, I highly encourage you to click the link in the description. There is a detailed presentation there that explains the exact ingredients, the clinical studies, and how you can start implementing this metabolic reset as early as tomorrow morning. But let's go deeper into the why. Why citrus and why the gut? The lining of your gut is only one cell layer thick. It is the gatekeeper between the outside world and your internal environment. When this lining is compromised, Even slightly, it triggers an immune response. This immune response is what creates the interference that stops your metabolism. The specific polyphenols found in the sinotrol compound, the heart of this new discovery, actually help to soothe that lining. They act as a powerful antioxidant force that cleans up the metabolic soot that has been accumulating for years. By clearing this soot, the path between your gut and your fat cells becomes clear again. The burn signal can finally get through. This is a far cry from the fat burners of the 90s that were filled with dangerous stimulants that made your heart race and your hands shake. This is a sophisticated clinical approach to health. It's about harmony, not force. We have to stop looking at weight loss as a war against our bodies. We have to start looking at it as a conversation. If your body is holding on to fat, it's because it thinks it's doing you a favor. It thinks it's protecting you. By fixing the gut issue and activating the beta-3 receptors, you are effectively telling your body, it's okay, we are safe. You can let the energy go now. Imagine waking up a month from now. You roll out of bed and, for the first time in years, you don't feel that heavy, sluggish inflammation in your joints and your gut. You feel light. You look in the mirror and you see the contours of your face again. You put on a pair of pants and they glide right on with room to spare at the waist. This isn't a dream. It's the natural result of working with your biology instead of against it. The stop dieting movement isn't about giving up on your health. It's about giving up on the methods that don't work for your age and your unique physiology. It's about recognizing that as we get older, our digestive health and our metabolic health are actually the same thing. You cannot have one without the other. If you treat your gut with the respect it deserves and you provide it with the specific citrus-derived keys it needs to unlock your energy stores, the fat loss becomes an inevitable side effect of your newfound health. It becomes easy. As we wrap up this exploration of the gut-metabolism connection, remember that the most important step in any journey is the first one, the decision to stop doing what hasn't worked and try something rooted in real biological truth. You don't have to suffer through another fad diet. You don't have to spend hours on a treadmill feeling miserable. You just need to fix the one gut issue that has been holding you back. If you found this information eye-opening and you want to continue learning how to optimize your health as you age, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel. We are dedicated to bringing you the latest breakthroughs in health tech and clinical nutrition, specifically for those who are ready to take control of their second half of life. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into the science of longevity and wellness. And finally, if you're ready to see the citrus secret in action and join the thousands of men and women who have already unlocked their metabolism, click the link in the description below right now. The answer you've been looking for is waiting for you there. Don't let another day go by feeling like a prisoner in your own body. The key to your new life is closer than you think, and it starts with your gut. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Follow the link below and start your transformation today.